Hallo, goeienaand, welkom by Fokus. Ek is Lenet Fransis Speuren. Bietjie later in die program praat ons oor die brande in die Kaapse Skiereiland. Ons het verlede week gehoor hoe die inwoners van Koster en SWARTRUGGENS in Noordwes 18 miljoen rand bestee het om hulle watersuiwerings en rioolaanlegte te herstel. Die twee dorpe val onder die Kettlingrivier munisipaliteit. Nadat die herstelwerk gedoen is, het die hof beveel dat aanlegte aan die munisipaliteit terugoorhandig word. Nou het inwoners weer dieselfde probleme as 3 jaar gelede. Ons gesels nou via Zoom met die Kettlingrivier munisipaliteit se burgemeester Thabo Jacobs. And thank you so much for joining us this evening. Mayor, what went wrong? I believe that after the handover, everything went back to square one within a matter of 3 weeks.
No, thanks very much, and good evening to your viewers. I don't really think that's the case here. There's no such a thing that things have deteriorated as compared to 3 years back. There's a lot of work that has been done on our plants, working together with the Mahalis. We have deployed people, high-skilled people who are doing the work on behalf of the municipality and the Mahalis. So the issue that things have deteriorated, it's a fallacy as per the municipality's point of view.
So, from my understanding, the citizens got water, they had water. Now the situation is they are lucky to have water an hour, twice daily. And if you look at where they're now and where they were, where they did have water regularly, surely there's been a deterioration. What happened in that interim?
Where do we get the issue that people are not getting water regularly? There are certain areas that are, of course, experiencing challenges, ordinary challenges that are not immune to the municipality of Gauteng. But I can assure you that the people have been receiving water, and where there are challenges or there are breakdowns or any other reason why they can't get water, the municipality has went on site and ensured that people get that water. So the impression that wants to be created that on a daily basis people are not getting water, it's not the truth at all. People have been getting water, but they experience challenges like any other municipality where there will be breakdowns, where there will be load sheddings, and therefore we could not necessarily pump enough at the water plant so people can get water. But other than that, I can confidently say we have been servicing people. People have been getting water every day. For an example, in SWARTRUGGENS, the plant was refurbished in 2019 by the municipality. There were challenges before in extension 4. I can confidently say now, since that plant was finished, community have been receiving water. In cases where people are not getting water, it's just a matter of technical glitches or technical challenges at the plants, but we've been saving people water constantly.
If you talk about technical challenges, give me an idea of what these challenges have been. I know you mentioned load shedding. You're speaking about breakdowns. How consistent is the provision of water then to the communities?
Majority of our communities are getting water consistently. Like I've highlighted, there are sections that we will be experiencing challenges. For an example, in Derby there, they rely on groundwater. Now, most of the time when there's load shedding, it's very difficult to can pump enough so that people can get water. But all in all, SWARTRUGGENS town, people are receiving water, and Borlelo location, the only place that people are not being saving thoroughly, it's at the informal settlements where we are doing so through tankering. Koster town and Ruagile locations, people are getting water. There are certain sections in Ruagile location that will be experiencing challenges here and there of water. But I can assure you, even in Koster town, people have been constantly receiving water. There are challenges that you will be facing, like I've said earlier, like there will be cable theft, there will be load shedding, there will be breakdowns. For an example, the constant pipe burst on the coastal road water pipeline will be as a result of foreign objects that people are throwing in there. But the municipality has been able to respond to those challenges.
There's been talk of another memorandum of understanding. Is the municipality in support of that? Do you favour that kind of move of moving closer to each other for the benefit of the communities?
Yes, Lynette, I've done that. I became a mayor of the municipality in 2021, and one of the first things I did, because I did not want to inherit the historic battles that happened between the ratepayers and the former leaders of the municipality. I wrote letters to all of them, inviting them to a meeting so that we can reach some kind of consensus, if indeed our purpose is to see that people are receiving water. I'm always open to that. I've written letters to them, and no one of them have responded to those letters so that we can work, because after all, they are the residents of Gauteng. Some of them are business people, so I'm always open to interactions with them and solutions in ensuring that we address the challenges that are there. They are on most occasions not want to engage the municipality, and they prefer going to the media. I'm even open to meet them and have the engagement, and where there are challenges, if they are willing to come on board, I'm open for that. I have written letters to them when I started my term as the mayor, and unfortunately they did not hit my call.
Thank you so much for coming on to Fokus tonight to give us your side of the story as you promised and undertook last week. We appreciate your time. Net hierna verskuif ons die fokus na die Weskaap. Ons praat oor die brande wat groot verwoesting in Kaapstad en omgewing veroorsaak. Bly by ons. Ons verskuif nou ons aandag na die Weskaap waar vernietigende brande groot verwoesting in dele van Kaapstad en omgewing saai. Dinsdag die week het 'n brand in die Oeverstrand omgewing ontstaan. Talle inwoners van Pringle Bay moes noodgedwonge hul huise ontruim. Inwoners het die brand as apokalipties beskryf. Die brandseisoen in die Weskaap bereik gewoonlik sy hoogtepunt in Februarie, maar brande het die afgelope tyd drasties toegeneem. Dit plaas groot druk op brandbestryders en op hulpbronne. Hierdie verslag deur Hazel Friedman.
Renée Briver en haar ouers het vir 5 jaar in die prentjie mooi Glenmarine woonbuurt tussen Simonstad en Glencairn in Kaapstad gewoon. Hulle huidige huis is in 2015 beskadig in 'n vernietigende brand wat groot skade in die omgewing aangerig het. Sy was bewus van die gevaar van brande.
As a little girl, you go, wow, firefighters, and it's instilled in you that they're heroes, but you don't ever have first-hand experience of what they actually do.
Op 5 Januarie vanjaar was sy en haar familie gevaarlik naby daaraan om slagoffers te word.
Dit was 'n pragtige Saterdagoggend. Ons het almal op die balkon gestaan en Renée het 'n boodskap gekry op WhatsApp om te sê se vuur op die berg. Ons was almal baie geskok geweest. We stood kind of watching this cloud, going, is it a cloud, is it not? And then we just saw this black smoke within minutes. And I looked out the kitchen window and there was smoke outside the kitchen window, which means that the fire had traveled within minutes. And you could kind of see the fire just on top of the treetops on that side, which means that the fire had already traveled from all the way at the top of the road to here. And the entire area was engulfed. It was smoke and flames everywhere.
A normal person runs away from a fire. We run to it with a smile. We like ghosts in the night.
In Desember verlede jaar is 'n rekordgetal brande in die Kaapse Skiereiland aangemeld, veral in Simonstad en omliggende gebiede. Daar was 'n toename van 30% in brande in vergelyking met 2022. Sedert die begin van Desember verlede jaar het die stad 15 miljoen rand van sy 16 miljoen rand begroting bestee aan brandbestryding. En sy hulpbronne van 4 uitkykvliegtuie, 8 helikopters en 2300 brandbestryders word tot breekpunt gestrek.
Verlede jaar was ons gelukkig, het was 'n stiller seisoen in vergelyking en ons het vir mekaar gesê ons verwag 'n bietjie 'n rowwer seisoen hierdie jaar, maar dit was moeilik want ons het meer weghol-brande gehad as wat ons verwag het. Ons het 837 brande gehad buite die stad. Die stad het seker so 3000 brande gehad. Dit is vir Desember tot middel Januarie.
Op 19 Desember het 'n brand aan die berghange van Simonstad uitgebreek. Dit het vinnig versprei na 2 woonbuurte, Ocean View en Scarborough, 13 km daarvandaan. Terselfdertyd het 'n tweede brand ontstaan langs die Glen Can hoofweg tussen Simonstad en Vishoek. Die vlamme was gou op galop op pad na die weelderige landgoed Stonehaven in Noordhoek en talle inwoners moes hulle huise ontruim.
It's really scary. I think you underestimate how big the flames get. I think that the fire department is going to be able to stand in the way, and it's just too big. So they spend a lot of time just trying to control the direction, but they can't, at that size, they can't put the fire out.
Oor die 5 dae wat gevolg het 300 lede van die stad se nooddienste die brande bestry. Hulle is bygestaan deur spanne vrywilligers, uitkykvliegtuie en 5 helikopters wat die vlamme met water gebombardeer het.
Die situasie is nou 'n bietjie beter as wat dit gister gelyk het. Die wind het 'n bietjie gaan lê vir ons. Die helikopters is vroeg vanoggend so voor 5:50 al in die lug al om waterbomb die inaccessible areas.
Well, we've had to deploy resources from all 3 of our standby quarters. We've pulled in our volunteer wildfire services, working on fire. We've made use of helicopters, spotters and bomber planes, and we've had to use all of those resources simultaneously multiple times.
Ons het ook 'n kombinasie van helikopters sodat wanneer die wind te kwaai raak, dan gaan die een klomp roep jy hulle terug en dan stoot jy ander helikopters in wat natuurlik weer duurder is, maar aan die einde van die dag kyk jy lewensgewys en kyk jy hoe jy eiendom kan beskerm.
Hoewel baie diere hierdie keer omgekom het, is niemand dood of enige eiendom beskadig nie. Anders as in die vernietigende brand van 2015 in Simonstad.
As jy kyk wat 2015 gebeur het en wat nou gebeur, 2015 is daar baie skade aan eiendom aangerig en daar was baie beserings. Dit was regtig, dit was die baie groot nadeel van 2015. So ons voorbereiding werk en ons moet net aanhou daarmee en ons strategie werk. So ek is baie gemaklik met wat ons in plek gesit het.
Maar daar was nie ruskans vir die uitgeputte brandbestryders nie. Op Kersdag het verskeie brande deur die digbewoonde nedersettings versprei. Dis aangevuur deur die hoë temperature en sterk wind.
I couldn't save anything. I just grabbed my children and I ran out of the house. And because of the wind was blowing so strong, the fire it spread very fast.
Maar wat is die oorsaak van die brande? 3% het natuurlike oorsake. Nalatigheid is die oorsaak van 72% en brandstigting word vermoed in 25% van die brande.
One part of the triangle, oxygen. Fire needs oxygen to burn. The one will be fuel, your forests, housing, whatever. And the other one is heat. It does not have to be flames. There's heat coming off from the stompie and extra heat from the tar possibly, all right? You've got the breeze of the cars going past plus the breeze of the wind itself. So there you've got the oxygen coming in for the breeze. And the fuel is the dry grass around it. You've got your triangle. Now you've got a fire. For example, braais as well. People are not putting them out properly. The winds are strong. It's blowing the coals. Illegal fires around the mountainside. People just plain causing nonsense.
The way in which the fire is set seems to indicate somebody who has an understanding of how wildfires or veld fires behaves.
Ons doen baie opleiding nou in gemeenskappe om hulle bewus te maak van die gevare van brande ensovoorts. Die mense wat dit met opset doen, is iets wat die reg mee moet handel. Dan is daar ander faktore soos uitheemse plante. Ons het 'n program waar ons uitheemse plante uithaal. Maar dit is 'n begrotingsitem en ons hoop ons kan meer doen want dit is ook 'n werkskepingsitem, maar jy gaan nooit genoeg geld hê om alles uit te haal nie. So dis maar iets waaraan jy groei en iets waaraan jy bou elke jaar.
Bly ingeskakel net hierna deel 2 van Hazel Friedman se verslag en sy praat met brandbestryders en vrywilligers oor die brande in Kaapstad. Bly by ons. Welkom terug by Fokus. Tydens die brandseisoen is brandbestryders baie besig in dele van die Kaapse Skiereiland. Hulle werk lang ure in dikwels lewensgevaarlike omstandighede. Hier is deel 2 van Hazel Friedman se verslag.
Die brandbestryders is ongetwyfeld die helde van hierdie brande, veral ook die vrywilligers wat hulle lewens waag om alle gemeenskappe te beskerm, en dit sonder betaling, as ook dikwels sonder erkenning.
Die ure wat hulle insit, hulle werk die hele nag, en die volgende oggend moet hulle opstaan en hulle moet weer terug by hulle eie werk wees. Ons vergeet daarvan, hulle moet net hier wees en ons verwag dit net van hulle. Daar is geen dankbaarheid nie.
Iemand het 'n geweldige groot rol gespeel, soos wat hy wel doen met vure. Nou staan kyk en nader aan te begin uitbrand, maar die helikopters het die hele lot laat gebeur. Toe begin ons agterkom, is ander mense ook betrokke. Hulle is wat ons noem in Engels volunteers, en hulle doen 'n wonderlike werk. Hulle doen 'n fantastiese werk. Almal volunteers, hulle kry nie 'n sent vir wat hulle doen nie. Hulle doen dit uit hulle vrye wil. En hulle die gereedskap wat nodig is, hulle werk as 'n span, hulle het spanleiers, hulle het voertuie, hulle is heeltemal gegeer om alles te doen wat hulle kan. En hulle werk nie van onder af nie, hulle gaan op en hulle blus die vuur bo by die vuur.
We were standing outside on our deck and we had the fire crew with us watching the fire and waiting to make that decision if we had to evacuate or not. And the heat was unbearable. And then I realized we have crews that have been fighting the fire since 9 o'clock in the morning. They're wearing full gear. If we're dying of the heat just standing on the deck watching the fire, they must be going through something we can't explain unless you are a firefighter yourself.
Hulle oë is bloedrooi, die gesigte is vol as, maar hulle glimlag en hulle klap hulle hande. Dit bring trane na mense oë toe om te kan sien hoeveel hulle eintlik van hulle self vir ons gee.
In Januarie is Renay Briwer se huis in Glenmarine omskep in 'n bevels- en noodledigingsentrum vir die vrywillige brandbestrydingsdienste wat die brande bokant haar huis probeer blus het. Die gesin het gereed gestaan om hulle huis enige oomblik te ontruim.
You land up being on the receiving end of gratitude, and the only way that you can reciprocate that is to give it back. So the only way that we knew how to do that was to provide something that they needed. I jumped on the WhatsApp group with our street and our community, and I said, the fire's still ongoing. If anybody has a gazebo, if anybody has cooler boxes, ice, anybody's willing to donate some water or something to eat, please, you're welcome to just drop it off here.
En ons het hierdie stasie opgesit en almal het ingespring, mense van op die straat, af die straat, you name it.
And so it was a lovely team effort.
The glory and the honor must go to the people of Glenmarine. Those people went through extra expense, extra trouble. We are still talking about it. We actually want just to hug them all. Sorry, I'm tired. It's been a long few months, 2 months.
Die vrywilligersgroep Volunteer Wildfire Services bestry reeds sedert 1999 veldbrande in die Wes-Kaap. Hulle het meer as 350 vrywilligers by hulle 4 stasies. Hulle is die reddingsboei vir baie gemeenskappe, dog ontvang hulle nie 'n sent van die staat nie.
Been in the Volunteer Wildfire Services 18 years, medic level 3. Used to be a firefighter and used to be crew leader. Had an injury falling off the mountain, one of the fires, injured my spine. I decided to withdraw myself and become just a driver for my guys. I like the firefighting. Every time you go out, it's a different challenge. But the whole time, with everything involved is safety first.
Maar is die dapper brandbestryders wat die gemeenskappe wie hulle beskerm soos helde behandel.
They were totally surrounded, and the only way was to run through.
Ja.
Yes, on the fire line, that's us. When you come off, they're the heroes.
Die natuur is hulle tuiste.
To look around, just bad things happening. To save our nature, not just for us, but for our children, our children's children. That's what counts. It's a matter of giving back. I don't mind a lightning fire or natural fire. To see animals suffer like that. The baboons in the trees, they've got nowhere to go. Their first escape is to go up. It's actually their last escape. They won't come down again. To hear them screaming, and then to see them after maimed. You see maybe pictures in the news of the dead animals. We see the half dead. The ones that are suffering.
Hulle spanlede is soos familie.
They call us the yellow family. Each and every one of them I love. To the family of the firefighters. I want to thank them for lending their loved ones to do what we do best.
Deel van hierdie sukses is die vrywilligers wat hulle self in hulle eie tyd daar stel om ander se eiendom te beskerm, en ek dink dis deel van ons groot sukses tans. En ek gaan na die seisoen sit met my rampbestuur span en kyk hoe kan ons die vrywilligers ondersteun.
We definitely need support. Just to get our fuel. Before, sometimes we used to run out. We used to take out our own pockets just to put fuel in to get to the fires. Our tools break a lot. Our vehicles need a lot of repairs. Our uniforms. In this last month, we've gone through so much trousers catching a light while fighting. We've never had something like this so often, such a start of the season. But again, I'm proud of my guys. I don't want to get paid. I'm being paid with love and affection from our team, from the people of the community.
Onbaatsigtige diens wat lewens red. Baie dankie vir die saamkyk vanaand. Onthou al die Fokus uitsendings is steeds op YouTube beskikbaar. Soek net onder Fokus SABC en die datum van die uitsending. En volgende week Vrydag aand sal ons weer om 8:30 uit op SABC 2 en om 6 op DTT. Ons groet dan tot volgende Vrydag aand. Ons hoop 'n lekker naweek. Totsiens.